I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you back, it smelled like straight horse booty.
It's like if you're going based off of her saying, "Well, I heard a man's voice that told me to do it," that has nothing to do with the husband.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I get where I see. I'm trying to see where you're coming from, Irene. But if it's all I feel, then I can't go based off of that.
Irene says his prints were the only prints on the exercise equipment that he has used to harm those kids.
Mm.
But the timeline doesn't fit.
It doesn't.
The timeline doesn't fit. Like if you have shared equipment, I don't know. The timeline doesn't fit. Whoever. I don't know.
We got 222.
We got 22 days,
Yeah.
Jeffs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Harm those kids. Oh, you're talking about Puerto Rico?
Yeah. His parents were the only ones found on the thing. Oh, you're looking it up? What did she say, Irene? There's more to this than any of us know. Yeah, of course. We're only gonna know what they tell us. We're never
what they kind of broadcast.
Yeah. They're never gonna say what it was or what it is, especially if you're trying to stop yourself from going to jail or potentially getting a life sentence. But if you can get out of it any single way, that's what you're gonna do.
Okay, so prosecution. This is what the evidence the prosecution is arguing.
Mm-hmm.
So timeline, logistics, evidence showed that Clancy intentionally. I'll bring this up for you guys.
But do Robert's like, what's the case?
I'll pull it up.
I'll read up on it. Okay. Oh yeah, we're looking it up too.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for the crazy 5-man
There we
that
go.
I'm about to happen.
Okay, prosecution evidence arguing sanity and intent.
Mm-hmm.
The prosecution contends that Clancy planned the murders using a series of deliberate actions to ensure she was left alone with the children. Their core evidence includes timeline and logistics. Evidence showed that Clancy intentionally sent her husband, Patrick Clancy, out of the house to pick up medication, order, and take out food. Digital forensics. A digital forensics expert from Celebrite testified about data from her iPhone and Apple Watch. Her device was unlocked at 5:13 p.m. on the night of the killings.
Mm-hmm.
Apple Watch data tracked her physical movements, including climbing 2 flights of stairs after 5 p.m.
That's crazy word.
After 5 p.m. while speaking briefly with her husband. Calculated behavior concerns. Prosecutors highlighted she was capable of performing ordinary tasks, daily tasks that day, such as taking her daughter to the doctor, playing in the snow, and searching for the restaurant, to argue she was fully functional rather than experiencing an active psychotic break.
Mm-hmm.
Post-arrest statements and actions. Notes taken by the hospital chaplain at Brigham and Women's Hospital showed that Clancy expressed fear of not being able to walk again and later requested help filling out an application for Social Security Disability Insurance SSDI benefits. Search history anomalies. While she searched for mental health terms, investigators also noticed she searched "Can you treat a sociopath?" 4 days before the killing. The defense evidence arguing postpartum psychosis and lack of criminal responsibility. The defense argues that Clancy suffered a severe psychotic breakdown triggered by bipolar disorder and postpartum psychosis, heavily exacerbated by a rapid succession of over-medications. Their key evidence includes online search history. Phone extractions revealed that in the weeks leading up to the tragedy, Clancy searched Google via Safari for terms like how quickly does Wellbutrin work for depression, ketamine for suicidal ideation, symptoms of postpartum psychosis, schizophrenia, hallucinations, and intrusive. She also searched how to blank blank and blank.
Yep.
Personal journals and texts. Entries from her phone notes app revealed severe depression, stating she was sad and depressed because I'm not able to parent my third child like my first. Text messages to her mother-in-law explicitly detailed her fear of her medication, stating, "I'm not okay and terrified of taking meds tonight." Command hallucinations. Defense witness Dr. Paul Zeisel, a psychologist, testified that Clancy confessed she heard a male voice ordering her, telling her she had no choice but to blank her children and then herself. A hospital chaplain also testified that Clancy told her a voice warned that if she did not follow the command, neither she nor her children would be safe. Psychological evaluation. Dr. Zeisel stated that independent psychological testing administered by a government doctor found no evidence that Clancy was faking or exaggerating her psychiatric symptoms. Family and witness testimony. Her mother, sister, and former mother-in-law testified to her rapidly declining mental state. Her mother stated that in December 2022, Clancy explicitly confessed to having thoughts of harming children, and her sister testified that Clancy had experienced daily self-deletion ideation.
Yeah, so as you can see, based off of what they've presented so far, everything, the analysis showed that she's the one that did it. And that's why I don't go based off of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or anything anybody says, especially if it's like feelings based. I go based off of evidence, and based off the evidence, especially that it was tracking her phone and her movements and all that stuff like that, she did take out her kids, and she even admitted it herself. So that's why I said, as a juror, when I was going based off the evidence of the criminal case that I was part of 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I went based off of the evidence to make a decision that this person was not guilty based off of the evidence that was presented, video, all that stuff like that, on all the analysis. I can never go based off of feelings because, yeah, I can feel some type of way, but that can mean putting an innocent person in jail, especially if they don't deserve to be there. You get what I'm saying? So anything that's presented to me, that's how I look at it. So unfortunately, based off of what my brother has read, I don't see the husband being involved at all. But I
just feel like the same way you have those family annihilators, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like claim some type of mental, psychotic breakdown.
Yeah.
I feel like it should apply across the board.
Across the board, male, female,
right, across the board.
Any gender.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
regardless of the mental state you were in, you unalived children.
Yes.
Like, I feel like there shouldn't be a gap in unaliving children.
Yes.
Like, it should be airtight.
Yeah.
Children should be untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable. You know what I'm saying? And that's my personal views on that.
Yeah.
Like, children should be untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable. No matter the mental state you're in, children should be untouchable.
Elvira!
Welcome.
Yeah, but no, I agree.
Right.
Children
I
should
know
be
bad circumstances always happen, but like I feel like there should always be consistent consequences across the board.
Yes. Yeah, see, Irene says agreed 100%.
Consistent consequences across the board.
And like I said, just to reiterate, because Elvira just came in, like I said, I look at the evidence 100%, especially now that we have phones and watches that can track your movement, your height, your distance, where you've been when you unlock your phone. But that's what I'm saying. And all that was presented. She strategically sent her husband out so she can take out her kids. How can her husband have done it?
It's like...
And then what didn't make any sense, what you read, sorry to cut you off, what didn't make any sense is the voice in her head said if she didn't do it, then her kids would be in danger. That does not make any sense because you're going to do it anyway.
It's like, how do you excuse mass shooters who claim some type of mental instability?
Illness. Yeah.
Like, that means you now have opened up a loophole where insanity, no matter what
the situation is,
right?
Yeah,
is excusable to commit crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I need someone to help me understand.
Yeah.
I feel like kids should be
off limits.
Off limits. Untouchable.
That's like every time they show those videos of the school shootings and the cops coming in, I'm like, go ahead, hurry up, help those kids,
because
you're taking them out. Stop being
help those.
When
kids.
What I get pissed off at is when they wait, and it's like, bro, you became an officer to protect lives, and you're taking your time because you're afraid of. That's why you joined. Knowing of the risk that you might die. But it's like they're taking their time because they're scared. And it's like, bro, that person is unaliving more people or more kids, and it's like, hurry up. When I know those videos are like already pre-recorded and all that, but it's just frustrating when I look at those. And that's a conversation that we have. But it's like I said, when do we cut off the limit? Because if kids are on the table, then when is the cutoff? And we can't keep using, I don't understand mental illness to be taking out kids. And it's like even the mom, the sister and the mom that testified she said something like that, and nothing was done.
And nothing was done.
If I hear you or anybody in our family say something like that, I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna watch. Are you okay? Do we need to go see a doctor? Right. There's something going on. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, she's just having a moment. She ain't never gonna. Okay, this is my daughter. She's never gonna do it.
If Jeff, in the future has kids, and he says some crazy shit to me about potentially hurting the kids.
Oh yeah.
I'm calling every authority on the planet.
Oh yeah. Take me out yourself if you got to.
I'm coming after this.
Yeah, take me out yourself because that's your nieces and nephews.
What? If Jeff tells me some crazy shit like that, I'm coming after him. What the fuck?
Nah, bro, that's just crazy.
That means at no point anybody was thinking about the kids.
Yeah, at all. There's more focus on what the husband did, how I feel, changing the story, and it's like, yeah.
What about the kids?
And what about the husband that lost the kids?
Right. What about the kids? What about the kids?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, and that's why I couldn't. That's how come when I got chosen as a juror, I was shocked because I didn't say shit, but they chose me anyway. And then I'm guessing because I didn't say nothing, they thought I was just gonna be like, oh, okay, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like,
you was like
but Irene knows me, Robert knows me, Elvira knows us from how we're analytical. Smoke knows us, how we break everything down. It needs to make sense. Equal exchange. It
has to make sense.
It has to make sense. So
that's how my reality works. So it has to make sense.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. Like when we were sitting down in the juror's room and trying to decide whether this person from the criminal case was guilty or not. There was two people on there there was two women on there that couldn't decide because they were going based off of feelings. And I said, well, you got to understand, if your children were in that same situation, would you give them the benefit of the doubt or would you assume it was them? They said, I'd give them the benefit of the doubt. And I said, all right. The judge also told us, I had to remind them, I said, the judge also said, you have to go based off the evidence. If the evidence makes you say, I think, I feel, I maybe question it, then that means you need to it needs to be logically based. And that's basically how we kind of did everything like that.
I juggle my chesticles for
It's called Interior Famous. Everyone should go stream it. It's great. It's a collab project.
Yeah,
right.
So imagine you go in the warehouse and you're like,
I crash out.
Please, chat. Let me know if this is an experience you've had.
Chris is one of the flyest dudes I know.
Okay.
Selenite is the only crystal that does not have to be cleared or cleansed.
Return to Monkey. But I have evolved. I am Professor Monkey.
And I started out doing boot camps.
if you're using AI to create new things that you could never do, like what Jeff said, that you.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want to see no man titties. You unsubscribe. They're gonna be like, ah, man.